We've taken if you don't pay for the if you don't give us the money for the special episodes, there's been probably a 2 week, I don't know.
We took 1 week off.
We took a week off from the regular
bitch.
ones. Yeah.
Actually, I am sorry. I didn't mean to call you a bitch.
I think they are.
Yeah.
But you know what just happened? Probably everyone just started torrenting the paid ones now.
Is it on torrent sites?
It's
probably on something.
Something, yeah.
That's cool. The dark web.
Yeah. You can't. Okay, if it's on some bullshit site, if it's like
Silk Road,
you can only listen to it illegally on the Silk Road.
You could buy.
It has to be
no SoundCloud, no fucking.
Basically, the only way I'll allow this podcast to be stolen, it has to be hidden in child pornography.
It's gotta be playing in the background of child porn.
No,
the guy fucking kids.
You figure out a way to wrap the data, the show data, in something extremely illegal. You know,
okay,
like a video of like a nude infant buying a gun while he's high on crack that he purchased on the dark web.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
How does one wrap data around things?
What do you mean wrap data?
Isn't that what you just said?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, I guess
zeros and ones.
It probably wouldn't work at all. Yeah, I mean, theoretically, if you took like, I mean, you know, you had like the entire the bits and shit, like the fucking machine code for whatever the file is, and then
is that
I
what
guess
binary code is.
Yeah, sort of like that.
Okay.
You know, but then around the entirety of the show, maybe you could wrap that with like the headers or whatever for like a JPEG file, and then it would just be like a JPEG that doesn't display properly.
Right.
But you know, I don't know, some shit like that, dude. I barely fucking.
Yeah, if you've seen The Matrix, the zeros are the babies you wouldn't fuck, and the ones are the babies you would.
Oh, nice. Hey, there's two kinds of people in this world.
The Matrix is just Chinese.
Yeah,
so like
it's
all
like
Chinese characters,
or Japanese or Chinese.
I love when he like comes into like Cypher when Cypher's in the control room or whatever, and he's like, you know, I don't even see code anymore. I just see like hot blonde or whatever, brunette, you know, when he's like looking at the code. But it's like, you know, you're just reading Chinese.
I don't even remember the Matrix.
Who is Cypher? Is that the guy from
Joey Pants?
Oz? Oh, Joey Pants.
Pantoliano. It's not the sexy black brothers. One has fucking dreads. He's hot, dude. The other one,
one has dreads, and the other one looks Puerto Rican.
Yeah,
they don't look like brothers at all.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, you just
race
need
mixing
to,
in the Matrix.
You need to imagine a world where brothers
that's what's so
can look
progressive
like
about the Matrix.
Yeah,
the bad guy's the one straight white guy. It's Joey Pants. And everyone else is black, and I think Keanu's. Well, I guess the savior ultimately is a white person.
Yeah.
But everyone else is a woman.
Neo was. I think Neo was supposed to be black.
Was it supposed to be Will Smith or something?
It was supposed to be Tupac, but then he died.
It was supposed to be Biggie.
Well, what's her name was supposed to be in it? Aaliyah was supposed to be in it, but then she died.
Oh, really?
That's Jada Pinkett was supposed to be Aaliyah.
All the dead black people were supposed to be in it.
Yeah, Tupac,
Biggie. Prince, Biggie, Martin Luther King Jr., Martin Luther King Sr.
What was that guy up to?
Who?
MLK Sr.
Oh, I don't know. I think we talked about it. About how like disappointed he must be.
Yeah.
Or not disappointed, but like you're like, I'm gonna name my son after me to carry on my legacy. And then no one gives a shit about you or your stupid church.
Yeah.
Like people, they just say Martin Luther King.
Yeah. Well, actually, I just found out recently that Martin Luther King was like completely irrelevant when he died. And they just completely whitewashed his legacy because of the "I Have a Dream" speech. Like
Van Gogh, he's Black Van Gogh.
He was black.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the black.
Are you serious?
Yeah. The black community had like given up on him because the young people were like getting into radical politics and the Black Panthers, and the old people were mad at him for turning his back on Lyndon Johnson because of the Vietnam War. They're like, he gave us more than any other president ever. but you came out against Vietnam. You couldn't close your fucking trap.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Where did you? Why are you learning?
It was
on Stormfront.
It was
yeah. Apparently Martin Luther King sucked, and then they changed the history. That's an Adam Friedland original take.
He died.
Apparently everyone hated Martin Luther King.
Oh God.
Back in the day, I read this on Paul Ryan's blog, where he used a Martin Luther King quote to justify the shooting of Trayvon Martin.
He died like penniless and broke, and his church was broke.
No,
he was personally bankrupt. Yeah, and Harry Belafonte paid for his funeral.
I heard that actually.
Yeah,
I actually have heard
because
that.
there was just no money left.
You know what's a funny story about Martin Luther King is he originally wasn't nonviolent. Like it wasn't like he used to have like armed guards on his property. And
really.
And then there's this guy Baird Rustin who was like, you should, he's like, you should do what Gandhi did and do like the nonviolence thing.
Sleep in beds with.
So Baird Rustin was actually the guy that promoted the nonviolence idea, but because he was like not only black, but he was also just like the openly gay.
Yeah, I heard about that.
He was openly gay, so they're like, it's too much.
Yeah.
You have to wait another 6 years.
That progressive.
Well, he gave like 2 speeches, and one of them that was famous.
You couldn't tell anything because of the lisp. No, too pronounced.
No, MLK. He gave 2 really famous speeches.
He was like 60s D-Ray. Baird Rustin.
D-Ray's gay?
D-Ray's gay.
D-Ray's gay, yeah.
Is he out of the closet, or are you just the vests?
Well, it's the vest.
The vest. He weighs like 80 pounds.
It's the gay Doritos.
The gay Doritos, that's right. What were you saying, Adam? 2 speeches?
Well, yeah, there was another speech that was just as famous as the I Have a Dream speech, but people completely forget about, which was against the Vietnam War.
Inch by inch speech from Any Given Sunday.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That was originally Martin Luther King speech.
Right, yeah. And but because he gave that speech against Vietnam, that basically put the target in his back that got him murked out.
Is that why the FBI got him?
Well, the FBI had been spying on him his whole life. Actually, on MLK Day, did you see that tweet from the FBI?
Can you believe that shit?
Yeah.
Like happy, or was it his birthday or something? They were like, it was the anniversary of his
Doesn't James
assassination.
Comey keep like a framed copy of the letter they sent to him to try and get him to kill himself on his desk or something?
Didn't the
You think Comey's been sending Hillary letters?
No, I mean he really he has something on his desk.
Is that real?
I think because Comey's like it's important that we don't forget the dark history of the FBI.
But really, he just loves
it by overshadowing it with its current dark present, domestic spying programs, and basically entrapping retarded Muslim people in terrorism plots.
Oh man,
yeah.
You think they just you think they do? They just like trick.
Well, the FBI found out that.
Oh, they absolutely do. There was like,
you want to see a big explosion?
No, there was one where like they just had a van and they got some like moron, some like idiot guy.
Oh, I heard about this.
Yeah, and they were like, drive this van down the street, and he was like, okay, and then they were like, you're under arrest. And headline: we stopped this would have killed hundreds.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
The FBI's chill.
Yeah, there was another thing in Orlando where it was like the Orlando terror cell. And
what the fuck is this?
What is it?
I don't know. It's some
Wheel of
Fortune.
German Wheel of Fortune?
German Wheel of Fortune.
Selfie stick?
But it's still English words. No, what the fuck is that? Holy shit, that's got to be impossible.
Well, selfie stick is a German word.
Yo, are we watching German television?
We're right now for the listener. We were watching Wheel of Fortune, and then there was an ad for the German Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel Around the World.
Wheel Around the World, I guess.
Yo, Vanna is looking good.
She stays looking good.
God. I would love to smash Vanna White.
She looks a lot like my Mormon friend from high school's mom.
She looks like your mom, dude.
She does not.
That's why everyone wants to have sex with her, you included.
That's right.
It's because she looks like your mom.
I don't want to have sex with my mom.
I remember me and Nick were saying that when we were both fucking your mom at the same time. We were like,
you look like Vanna White.
And she was like, oh, I'm going to
Yeah. Well, shut up.
Well, thank you.
You're not allowed to speak.
Thank you for complimenting my mom.
Adam's mom's like, I'm Adam's mom. Oh, this actually, your penis reminds me of this anecdote I heard about.
This Wikipedia article.
This thing I read, recently.
The first paragraph of some socialist I follow on Twitter that I'm parroting back now.
I don't follow the socialists back.
Oh, of course you do.
No way, bro.
You probably DM too, bitch.
Dude, I just follow, just all the boys.
Have you guys? Kumia. Have you guys seen the weird rebrand Hardee's is doing now? Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
No.
Nick, have you? What
With
do you
fine ass girls.
No, it's like now the rebrand is like.
I'm setting a timer so I know how. I can't see the recorder. I need a bigger.
Why? Man, we should have thought a timer much quicker, huh?
Yeah,
we've been doing this almost a year.
9 months.
Well, there's one on the thing. I just can't see it.
No, that's good. No, this is good. This is
a lot of the listeners don't know. I've been doing and consuming so many podcasts that my sense of hearing has become so advanced that I'm going blind, or so I've diagnosed myself with, because I still don't have health insurance.
Yeah, I don't have health insurance either, and my teeth, I think I need to go to the dentist.
Yeah.
I thought my shit was fucked up, and I went, and he was like, "You're absolutely fine." I hadn't been in like 3 years.
Your teeth?
Yeah. The dude.
Yeah, well, your teeth like decay in between like 19 and 21, and then they're just cool for like 20 years, and then they all fall out.
Oh, that's sick.
I think mine's are real fucked up.
I mean, that's what happened. That's my teeth. Were like
first of all, Nick does not know what he's talking about.
I went to the doctor when I was like,
why the fuck did we accept that? That makes no sense.
It's entirely genetic. I mean, it depends on like.
Hold on, there's not a 2-year window.
Yeah,
that your teeth fuck up.
No, it's true for everybody. I got all gold teeth this year.
Should I get gold teeth?
We should get fronts with the Patreon.
I would love
money.
to, dude.
We have bought a lot of sneakers and
yeah, I bought Griffey's and Barclays. I'm gonna look fresh this summer. I'm gonna be tropical as hell, dude.
Did you get
I got all
any
white
Hawaiians?
Jeans. No Hawaiians yet, but I'm shopping around. If you guys know any good Hawaiians, you let us know. Let me know. Tweet me Hawaiian, 2XL Hawaiian shirts. I want to look fresh, dude. I'm trying to fuck in a Hawaiian shirt.
Tommy Bahama.
I would love to, but it's high end, dude.
Tommy Bahama is a luxury item.
There's a Tommy Bahama outlet right next to where my grandparents live.
Dude, I would love to fuck up an outlet mall.
We should go to. We
actually
should
go get some crabs.
go to the shore. Yeah, for sure.
Well, there's one also outside here, Woodbury Commons, where you can get mad shit real cheap. Apparently.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Should we go?
Yeah, we should.
Where's Woodbury Commons?
It's like I think in New York somewhere.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good call. Write that down. New York somewhere.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. That's great. We live in New York somewhere. So
dude, yeah, it's in this state.
Perfect.
It's in the same state. It's by Canada, but it's in our state.
I don't like how big New York is.
I love it, dude. It's sort of like a little slice of Texas right here in the Northeast.
Yeah.
By being big.
There is. I see.
The rest of New York is like Trump and shit. It's
yeah,
just,
well, Ben O'Brien grew up. It's all fucking.
The rest of everywhere is Trump. And
yeah.
It's dude, true. I went up to like the Finger Lakes area.
Yeah. Me too. Recently.
Yeah. Which was named, they invented fingering up there.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I was like, it's too stupid, but thank you for saying
blast.
it.
Yeah. It was the blast. Make sure you turn up the quality for the Cumtown podcast if you're going to make jokes. Dude, is that Carlton?
Yeah, Carlton.
He hasn't aged a bit.
No, he looks good.
Well, he's actually
looks
like he's 6 inches shorter than he was.
No. Maybe that's what he's doing.
He's dancing with 5-year-olds, and he's maybe a head taller.
This is Dancing with the Stars and Mickey. Yeah, sorry, we're watching TV, guys.
We're watching a Disney presentation where Carlton is luring children into a forest.
Him and Mickey are gonna fuck them in the magical forest.
No, but you remember on Fresh Prince, Carlton's like low key jacked. Yeah, like they'd have him in Cosby sweaters the whole time, and then they're when they put him in a tank top, he's actually like yoked as fuck.
Yeah, well, he's very good at singing and dancing. So there's an episode where they go on Soul Train, and Carlton like fucking crushes it.
Well, yeah, he crushes it. The Tom Jones, that famous, his most famous scene from.
Yeah,
dude, you know who was actually in good shape? The dark skinned Aunt Viv that they got rid of because of fucking beauty standards and shitty fucking
Aunt
racism.
Viv 1.0, the beta
original
version?
Aunt. Don't call her. She was better. She was cooler. She had better fucking. She had a better face when she made
Uncle
a snap.
Phil had 6-pack abs.
She could dance, dude. There's an episode where she takes a dance class and she fucking turns it out, dude.
Dude, I love when I find out celebs are good at dancing.
Is this what Dancing with the Stars is?
No,
don't
this
think
is
so.
some weird
It
Disney
says
thing.
DWTS though.
It's the beginning. Maybe it's the beginning.
This is like the
I don't
intro?
know. I've never watched Dancing with the Stars.
Dude,
In
George
fact, I'm
Zimmerman
gonna
is
have
on it this year.
to- What?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm gonna have to start
Dylan
watching
Roof.
Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah. Dylan Roof is competing from prison.
All they bring Elliot Roger back from the dead.
Elliot
Zombie
Rodger.
Alien Roger.
They're Skyping him in from heaven.
Dude, I like that. Stevie Steve is
Oh no, not Stevie Steve.
Stevie Steve is like Black Elliot Roger.
Oh my god.
He's got the same motivations. You guys didn't watch the video.
No, I don't want
I
to
didn't watch
that.
the video.
attention to
It's
this,
scary. I'm scared.
Let's just turn the TV.
I
off.
would love
Ever
it.
since I saw that ISIS beheading, like I have not clicked on people getting murdered online anymore.
The only thing that was shocking
got
to me
fucked
is
up
that
from
after
that.
he shoots the guy, he doesn't go, "Did I do that?"
Come on.
That would have made it for me.
That would have been a good bit.
Turns
It
the
would have been a
camera-
good bit. So
turns
there's
the
a
It
camera
would
camera.
have been
himself.
legitimately hilarious.
Yeah. Get it? Steve Urkel. Anyways, I'm not gonna be able to come to work tomorrow. He says that in the video.
Jesus Christ.
He's like, yeah, calling people, and he's like, yeah, sorry for calling you so much, but
Did he
like,
tell
can't-
people he killed someone?
yeah, he's like, I just killed like 13 people.
Jesus.
He apologizes to his frat. He's like,
Which frat is he
I
in?
made Zeta Omega look bad or whatever the fuck.
Omega Psi?
No,
Omega Psi Phi?
Was it a black
Dogs?
frat?
he probably. It was the one from Revenge of the Nerds. Lambda.
Tri-lamb.
Yeah.
Fuck. What were we talking about before we started watching Dancing with the Stars?
Just reprehensible stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Morally
George Zimmerman
objectionable.
being on Dancing
He's
with
on-
the Stars.
I thought
We
that
were
was a
talking about
good.
Fresh Prince, but no, that was Dancing with the Stars too. Oh well.
Yeah. He's pretty good at dancing though.
Do any of the stars not know how to dance? Does that ever happen on the show?
Casey Anthony had a tough time dancing. But that's right after she beat the case. I'm sorry, I took that bit too far.
No, that's
no,
all
it
right.
was just a different bit. It didn't make sense.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
it's
I was
just- I was
gonna
just
go like
talking
Stephen
about
Hawking or something.
Famous killers, yeah.
Someone who can't walk was going to be my thing, but I couldn't think of someone.
No,
good enough.
Stephen
can't
Hawking is
walk?
a regular
Michael J.
Baryshnikov.
Fox.
Oh, that's good.
He's got
Yeah.
Parkinson's.
He's really good at
Yeah.
doing. I don't know what dance needs shaking.
The Macarena.
I hear it. Do you guys remember that?
Maybe the hot potato.
How the fuck did that become so popular?
Hey, put the kira tika pare macarena
Yeah.
tika pare
The Macarena?
my penis
Yeah.
macarena.
Yeah, it's the number one
That was
song
the
ever.
shit, dude.
The-
yeah,
It
that
got
rules.
popular because it was like good for baseball games. Like it's like everyone knows it's not hard dance, so like it's like the YMCA. Everyone
Hey,
can
Macarena. What does Macarena mean in Spanish?
do. It's
I would love it if nobody
actually-
bothered translating that
it's a
song.
slur.
It's actually about, yeah.
Is it actually? Does it mean like
It's some
faggot or
weird-
something? I'm
It's
serious.
It's some
Does
weird
it?
mountain
I think
race
so.
in fucking Argentina that's been genocided.
Yeah, it's an
Macarena is when you crush some mountain person's skull with a rock.
Yeah,
so
it's
that
an
the volcano
indigenous
doesn't erupt.
group.
I
Yeah.
want to. I really do think it's a slur for a gay person, but maybe I'm just making that up.
Macarena is.
What about the
probably not.
Venga Boys? What are they,
We
German?
really like to party.
Oh, it's a
song?
it's a woman's name. Macarena is a woman.
Oh,
It's appearing on the 1993 album A Mi Gusta.
do you think those two old guys that sang the Macarena fucked off that shit? Do you think they got?
of course,
Do you think they got
People fuck
pussy?
off the dumbest shit.
That was right. That was right when Viagra came out too. 1996.
Yeah. Oh man, that must have been a golden age
Remember
for those
Bob
fellers.
Dole?
Hell yeah,
Oh,
Bob
yeah.
Macarena fucked
guys.
again, dude.
That was such a great
Ugh.
part to second chapter of a career,
Dude,
you know?
now, did you see chapter 3 when he was at the RNC this year?
With the
He
pants?
looked like a fucking zombie, dude.
Yeah,
his
the
pants were up
pants.
to his fucking nipples. His
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
mouth
I
was open.
Nick
I love
and
how people
watched
were
that
like,
together.
"How dare you make fun of him? He's a veteran." And it's like
He looks stupid.
he looks like a fucking idiot. Am I supposed to not laugh at somebody that looks stupid just because they fought the Nazis?
Remember the Norm Macdonald Bob Dole sketch?
Yeah,
That shit was fucking awesome, dude. That's all I got, but it was awesome.
it was
Bob
sweet.
Dole.
I can't wait until this entire podcast is just like, you remember
You
remember that thing? That was
Remember
pretty-
Stewart
We're
from
close.
that
Mad
was good.
TV?
Yeah.
We've done Stewart. We've remembered Stewart already.
God damn it! God damn it!
Let's
There's-
remember other shit. Fuck, dude.
I'm out of shit to remember.
I want dick pills. Speaking of
I
Viagra.
feel like I've exhausted every single reference I could possibly have. Eventually, it's going to come back around to the Property Brothers.
We didn't talk about the third one.
Yeah, we did.
Did we?
Yeah,
of course we did.
The weird gay third one.
We already did.
Yeah.
Wait, he's even gayer than
He's
the
even
Property
gay.
Bros?
Well, he's classically gay. He's
You
not. He's
guys
not
see those
uncanny valley gay. Like
Yeah,
the other two.
right.
Like just, sculpted.
Yeah. Oh
jaw
man,
guys.
imagine what Mengele would have done with the Property Brothers.
Good. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. We were just talking about
That's a sketch,
Joseph
baby.
Mengele
Yeah.
before the show started.
Yeah.
Angel
Mengele
of
would have
Death.
loved the Property Brothers.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
dude.
I mean, he would have loved
Yeah.
Property Brothers. He would have loved
The Property
Tia-
Brothers just giving
Tia and Tamara.
giving Speer advice on how to build the Reichstag, and then
Speer was the
Mengele-
architect.
Speer was the architect.
Yeah,
Damn, they had cool names.
They did.
Nazis had
Albert
tight names
Speer?
and tight fucking
Yeah.
unis and shit.
yeah. Well, they had great
Benzes.
style. No one's ever denied that.
Mm-hmm.
They always looked super
That
pressed.
eagle looks tight. It's just terrible that they're the worst people. One of the worst groups of all time.
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty bad.
Pretty bad. That's my take.
They're
Who killed
rude.
more than them? What about that
Stalin,
mom? Stalin. Yeah.
Mao.
Yeah, isn't it? What is it? Some socialists
Communism,
think fucking Stalin is good.
the tankies.
What the fuck?
Those are the guys.
I'm
that
mad because
exposed Nick
I thought that was like
for mean tweet for rude.
Really, the
tweets.
people that think death camps are cool
Yeah,
and fucking killing intellectuals.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm mad 'cause I thought that.
How
I
about
thought
this
that was,
death camp for cutie?
There he is.
Yeah,
I thought it was like guys that like wearing tank tops.
yeah, that
that's
would have
pretty
been
Initially,
cool.
I tried to buddy up to them, and I kept sending them pictures of my biceps, and they were like, "What the fuck is this guy doing? Don't they know we read books until we're mad? That's our whole thing. We don't work out. We read books until we get angry at people online.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Damn, that's fucking stupid as shit.
Mm-hmm.
As a
Well-
political philosopher, that's my opinion.
Yeah, well, I think it's stupid how they try to drag my boy online.
Tankies were mad at you?
I guess I don't know. That's where it started, I guess, but mostly it was
Whatever, they can suck this
normies,
dick.
I guess. Yeah, but I mean, it's
Normies.
not like
They could suck this dick with an elephant's tongue.
it's just sort of weird timing because it was
Yeah.
like, well, what's your goal here?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
People are like, we got to get the DSA to fucking denounce this guy, and it's like, I own the DSA. It's my business. I don't know.
That's
You're
actually
gonna
where our checks come from.
Yeah,
the
you're gonna
DSA
get me-
writes the checks for
They're
Cumtown.
gonna get me fired from the DSA.
We make $1.2 million
I'm
each
the
a year.
founder of
from
the DSA.
I'm actually the head of
I started
HR
the
at
DSA
Cumtown.
at Yale when we hired a black prostitute and we were all pissing on her. Me and the,
Oh,
other,
you were
me and
at
the other
Yale.
frat guys. Yeah, at Yale.
Were you Skull and Bones?
Yeah, skull and swastikas.
Is Skull and Bones?
Skull and
Mongoloid skulls and swastikas.
The skull measurers.
Phrenology
Society.
skulls, yeah.
Is Skull and Bones like a Sons of Anarchy kind of thing?
No, it's a bunch of fucking gay
no,
fucking
it's the
rich
sons
kids
of-
eating
yeah,
off on each other.
The sons
It's
of
not like
nepotism.
they're not like bikers into like skull kind of stuff.
No.
They beat off in coffins, according to one black guy in a viral video I watched about
Yeah.
George Bush.
Well, anyhow, we hired
That's cool.
a black prostitute to get revenge for the Duke lacrosse situation, and we thought, how funny would it be if we started a socialist organization? And I said, I'm going to do it. And I used $2.5 million out of my father's my monthly allowance for my father.
Oh, your papa?
My dad, who is actually his background's kind of weird. He just sort of appeared in Argentina in 1947.
What was he doing before that?
Nobody knows. He's like kind of tight-lipped about it. He said he was mostly working in hot air balloons, and
But he's
I heard
not
he was an
Argentinian.
I thought he
No,
called
he's
himself
not.
an exterminator.
yeah,
The name
He used to
Mullen
work in
changed?
pest
Right.
control.
he was some kind of doctor. I don't know.
What do you
All he
mean
does
pest?
now is he sits around jacking off to the Property Brothers all day. So I can't really be sure what he does exactly.
He is a
But-
medical doctor,
I
right?
used a small loan from my dad Heinrich Mullen to start the Democratic Socialists of
Heinrich
America.
Mullen.
And mostly originally when it founded, it was me and all the Chapo Trap House guys driving around Brooklyn catcalling black women. And that was the
and that's where Bernie headquarters started, right?
That's
Yeah.
how Bernie started.
You guys launched.
well, we supported Bernie Sanders as a joke because we knew no one would vote for a Jew. So
Right.
Yeah,
right,
of course.
that was
Who
the best
would?
way to tank the
In
election.
their right
Right.
mind,
Mhm.
yeah.
I got that bit of advice from my dad.
Heinrich?
Yeah.
He's still checking in. What does he think about Adam?
I haven't told him about that.
Oh, he'd be mad, huh?
Why,
Yeah,
you didn't
probably.
tell your dad about me?
No. Well, first
I
of all,
told my parents about you guys.
I mean, he's pretty old. I mean, he's 137 years old.
That's fine.
It's kind of weird that he's still alive,
He's still...
considering he was a 36-year-old man in 1933.
He's an impeccable record keeper, though, right?
Yeah. He's good. He actually had the first computer. It was made by IBM.
Oh, they made it for him special.
They made it. My dad had a special made computer by IBM.
What kind of car does he drive?
I don't know.
A bug.
Mercedes.
A Volkswagen Bug, dude.
It got me there. He drives a train. A freight train with no windows
on a
on
windowless train.
Wait. When you said
Yeah.
when
So
you
it just
said
says the Polak Express on the side.
when you said you're talking about your uncles Henry and Walt, were you talking about Henry Ford and Walt Disney?
Yeah, actually, I was.
Really? I didn't realize it was kind of like a rich guy club kind of thing.
Yeah, well, they were just my uncles because they were around a lot as a kid.
Yeah,
it's not
yeah,
by,
So they
not
were
by
like,
blood.
yeah, they were like uncles in quotes, air quotes.
The
yeah.
Uncle Society,
The uncles.
my secret organization.
The uncle of all
the Uncle
bombs.
Society.
Wow, I didn't know
That's
this
such an
whole thing
interesting
about your
background.
history. Yeah.
So I'm Argentinian, which means I'm a. Did you see that bullshit? There was that woman that wrote like, it was like during the primaries, and it was in response to that like, the "Not My Abuela" thing, and it was like some like white Argentinian woman that's
Oh,
like, "You are
yes.
not my abuela, Hillary Clinton." It's like like white women are like, this is white feminism, and it's like. You're a white person.
Yeah.
From one of the most racist countries. It's arguably much worse. Than,
You were either, your grandparents were either Nazis or they formed the welcoming committee for the Nazis in
Right, yeah.
Argentina. Like,
they
there's
brought
no way
napkins
around
and
it.
Kool-Aid to the fucking party.
Those are literally your two options as a white Argentinian. Oh, fuck. But they got some fat booties, though, out there.
I dated a Jewish Argentinian.
Oh.
Wow, that's a...
What color were her nipples?
Her family must
Brown.
have pissed everyone
Nice.
off.
Yeah.
There was a community down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they were like Eastern European Jews, but they like still put on their college
Of course,
applications
Latinos.
Latina. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
I
Got like
think
grants
other.
and stuff. You put other?
I think I put other.
You're white.
As a
man.
Mediterranean American.
Oh, well,
I'm a part of a different... Look, race, white. Ethnicity, not white,
Yeah.
Ethnicity, Greek. It's a different thing. Different
that's
culture.
true. I mean, but you're also an immigrant. It's
Yeah.
not like you've fucking been here like 9 generations or whatever.
Right. Yeah, like my father doesn't fucking speak English, really.
It was really hard for my
fuck.
family to
Back
get
to the
out of
cat shitting.
South Africa. Oh, the cat shit. Oh god,
It's all right.
it was hard for my family
It smells
to
like
leave
biscuits.
South African Rhodesia.
Yeah.
South
Your family's
Africa.
from the Dylan Roof country, right?
Well, they're from. I don't know if you've seen Lethal Weapon 2, but they
No.
were they had diplomatic
What's
immunity.
Lethal Weapon?
It's a film, a documentary film, starring Danny Glover and Mel
great.
Gibson.
Cool. That's got to be the laziest named movie franchise.
Lethal Weapon.
Yeah. Deadly Gun.
Gun that kills people. Yeah.
Did I bitch about the movie The Bone Collector on the
Yeah,
podcast
you have.
before?
Probably.
Yeah.
I actually, what's
Doesn't
funny,
collect bones, folks.
what's
No.
funny is
Well,
I,
Not a
Hey.
single bone collected in that movie.
I actually have a bone that both of you guys can collect.
What?
You could take turns collecting.
A
it,
better way to
actually.
go with that would have been, Angelina Jolie can really catch a bone
Yeah,
in that
that's
movie.
that's true.
Because she's in that movie, and it was before her unfortunate decision, shall we say,
Yeah, her slapping
That-
God in
I
the
know
face.
you're kidding, but Kumi, remember when Kumi, that was his take? It was. Oh, yeah. I think it was on Legion of Skanks. When we
I mean,
did it.
Where he got
to be
mad,
fair,
she cut her tips off.
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
only form of abortion I think should be illegal.
Kitty abortions.
Is breast reduction surgery. That's the compromise. I mean, for all legal abortions across the board, any reason.
Can't chop-
completely outlaw breast
tit-
reduction surgery.
no titty meat gets scrapped anywhere. I don't want to see any titties in any fucking medical
Mandatory.
dumpsters anywhere.
Yeah, if you get an abortion, mandatory breast implants.
It's only fair.
Yeah.
Where you
That's you know what?
where you take
Guys,
life, you give
That's
life.
called working both sides of the aisle.
Yep. Gotta hear both sides.
You gotta fucking.
Dude, you're
you
gonna
want to
be the
get
next
laws
Al
passed?
Franken.
Yeah.
Go from Cumtown to the Senate. I can't wait till we're all in Congress.
Yeah, me too.
It's probably gonna happen. Just
I
ask
think
your
so.
dad if we can get in
Yeah.
there.
I'm gonna be the guy that introduces a bill that says it's okay to wear basketball shorts to Senate.
Fuck. You know what's cool about the Senate and shit? Can't they like beat the shit out of each other technically?
Yeah,
There was a caning.
The caning,
There's
yeah,
a
yeah.
famous cane.
they
I
still
remember
do
that
that
from
in
AP
Indian
US
Parliament.
Yeah, they
Really?
they fight in a lot of parliaments.
Yeah.
Yo, in
Yeah.
the British Parliament, it's a roast battle. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
They're
Yeah.
very
They
rude
go
to
in
each
on
other
each
very
other.
eloquently.
It's
yeah.
I love that shit.
Yeah.
Well, Luis Gomez oversees British Parliament.
He books it.
Is he quitting? He's quitting roast battle, I guess.
Yeah,
He's
over-
moved on.
Over girl drama.
Why?
I think so.
I don't know. Somebody sent me the link. He talked about it on his podcast. I guess like, do you know Mike Feeney?
Yeah, I know Feeney.
Yeah, I don't know him, but
Feeney's good. Funny guy.
yeah, I mean, I just don't know him.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I guess like
Mr. Feeney.
he,
Yeah,
yeah,
Mr. Matthews.
yeah.
it's,
It's
that guy.
Mr. Feeney saying his own name.
There's Mr. Feeney.
Hello, I'm Mr. Feeney.
Mr. Feeney. Come
Yeah.
here, boy.
So he did. Lewis, I guess, put him on the show or like brought him on tour or something, like as part of like a roast battle.
I think
thing.
he was gonna go to L.A. with them.
Yeah. Well, the important part is that we tell this story and get all the details wrong.
I think we're doing it
Yeah.
so far.
But yeah, you know, he brought him, and then like some girl who complained because she had been on the show and she didn't get brought, and felt like she, you know, whatever. I don't know. And then so I guess he said that
he
doesn't
just quit.
yeah, because he doesn't want to be bitched at because like he doesn't get paid anything to do.
Right. Which I didn't realize how much work he did.
Lewis does a lot. Lewis works harder than anybody else.
100%.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, him and James Brown, the two hardest
only-
working.
Yeah.
Well, they're both on crack cocaine.
It's true.
I wouldn't be surprised if Lewis started doing crack as like part of a workout thing. I wonder if we could make up a fake UFC guy to tell Lewis that crack cocaine is good for, you know, grappling practice.
dude.
I don't know enough about that shit. That wouldn't work.
It gets your guard up.
Yeah.
You get in guard better.
hmm It would be funny to see
Full
if you
guard.
could, if you could
On
see if you could sell him a fake supplement.
For sure you could.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. Just make a cool. You gotta have a black circular container, and it's gotta have diagrams of molecules and shit on the outside.
I feel like any good, like, sort of alpha male New York podcast.
We should have a line of supplements.
Yeah, they should all have supplements. Alex Jones has his own
And
supplements.
Cernovich, they all have their
Yeah.
own supplements.
Did that guy have smooth brain or whatever the fuck? What does he have? Like
Cernovich?
gorilla smooth brain or some shit?
Gorilla Mindset.
Doesn't he have something called gorilla smooth or some shit? I
No,
saw
it's
that.
blue pills, I thought.
I don't know.
They sells.
Wait.
Alex Jones is like about to lose his kids. Or his wife's his bitch wife is trying to take his kids.
Fucking
And I'm just imagining two twin girl and boy 6-year-old Alex Jones, just like him, but it's like
I want pudding.
Dad, Dad, when's dessert? You can't lie to me, motherfucker.
His lawyers are apparently arguing that Alex Jones from InfoWars is a performance art project. And that's not who he is in real life.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's what Glenn Beck did too. He just said he plays a character. Remember when he put on that fucking scarf and shit? And he had those horn-rimmed glasses when everyone thought Hillary was gonna win.
When he's woke, yeah, he tried to go woke.
And now he's back.
He's just trying to stay relevant.
Yeah.
I mean, and I don't think Alex Jones is doing a character. I think he's trying to save his kids.
Yeah. from his bitch wife.
Yeah.
From the devil.
We all know, dude. We all know how the fucking courts treat a fucking
Innocent
screaming
man.
father.
an innocent, stable, good ass fucking influence on a child.
Dude, one of the best Instagram follows, by the way, fans, is Gilbert Arenas.
Oh yeah.
Every single one of his posts is about
He's the official retired
alimony.
player
and-
of Cumtown.
Yeah, about his baby mama never gonna be able to get his money ever, and how she's a hoe, and how he dodges
Yeah.
child support.
Yeah. And remember he put on that credit card scam?
Yeah,
Where
yep.
it's like
He
you go to a
posted a
strip
credit
club.
card scam to Instagram.
You go to a strip club, you take out the max,
Yeah.
and then the next day you report it stolen. that's his big credit card scam.
My favorite one of his posts is when he said, he's like, it was like 113-0. I'm the Floyd Mayweather of this family court shit. You can't touch me, bitch.
Damn.
Yeah.
Gilly. Fucking Hibachi.
Great 3-point
Agent
shooter.
Zero.
Agent Zero.
I mean, he really did play the way a lot of motherfuckers play these days.
Yeah, he was.
His game is similar to Dame's and shit.
Oh yeah. Very
But-
forward thinking.
Having said that, we said on the premium, but Giannis Antetokounmpo is the official current player of the NBA. Shouts out to Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks.
I thought you said of Cumtown.
Of Cumtown. Yeah, that's what I meant. Did I say of the NBA?
I
did
support
say
that.
of the NBA.
He's a really good dude.
Nick, what did you think about the first night of the first
Of the
games
playoffs,
of the playoffs?
yeah.
I was actually doing math. I had
You
a-
were?
a very important math problem I had to work on.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
What were you solving for?
to figure out how small your dick is.
What?
Oh,
Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
That's true. Yeah,
What was
that's
the
true.
What was the answer?
I don't know. It's the entirety of the Greek alphabet, but it's some type of micro measurement that you need a
Are
guy in
you
a wheelchair
fucking
to
kidding me?
explain it
Dude,
to you.
I was
Basically, it's so small. If you look at it,
Are you
time
sure
starts to go backwards.
It's
Are you
true.
sure you didn't? You don't mean big?
No, I mean
No?
small.
It's like that.
Fuck.
It's
Well,
like
it's
that.
Einstein taught us that everything's relative, and
So
and the way that the special theory of relativity works is you need something that's a constant to measure everything by.
Mhm.
So the fastest you can go is the speed of light, right?
Okay.
Which is represented by c.
yes.
And then the smallest thing in the world is your dick,
wait, I don't
which
know.
is the
man.
Greek letter stavros, which is just a big a circle with
I don't
like
think that's
eczema all
true.
over it.
I have beautiful skin. All right, don't come for my skin.
I don't know. man.
Okay. Feel how smooth my skin is. Go ahead, Adam.
It's very like it's kind of damp.
I
Yeah.
didn't ask you to comment on the moisture level. I
There's a
said,
lot
how
of
smooth is
moistness
it?
on
Yeah.
there.
Is it smooth?
You
though,
look
or
like
what?
you look like a
Yeah,
deli
you don't have
case
hair on your arms.
with the refrigerator broke.
Yeah, why don't you have
A bunch
hair
of
on your
spoiled
arms?
meat.
Wait, why do you have hair on your arms?
Because I don't know, man. Low
Wait,
T.
you have hair on your arms?
Yeah, of
I
course.
had too much testosterone, so they had to take it some out, and
Yeah.
that's why at puberty.
From your arm hairs?
Yeah, for my arms.
I like to imagine that all of his body hair got stuck to Jolly Ranchers that fell on him, and then they had to remove the
rip
Jolly
them
Ranchers.
off.
They ripped them off.
Surgically.
All the
Nah.
candy that got stuck to his arm.
Joke's on you, idiots. If that happened, I'd just lick them off until the Jolly Ranchers went
Yeah.
away.
You know that trick where you
That's a
suck on a
good
Jolly
one.
Rancher and then you put it on someone's windshield, and then
No.
it gets stuck to the windshield and it'll just never come off.
Really?
Yeah,
Ever?
I mean it's like very difficult to get it
What
off.
if it
Can't you
rains?
just- yeah.
I don't know. I
just
remember
pour
reading
water
a thing
over it?
online when I was like 12 that's like how to destroy someone's car.
Doesn't bologna, if you put bologna on people's paint, that'll fuck it up?
Probably.
And sugar and gas tanks?
Yeah, paint's actually a lot, like weaker than people think.
Yeah.
You know, it's like very easy to eat through clear coat or fuck up your paint on your car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With bologna.
I went to the Whitney Biennial with my sister when she was in town, which is like a review of like what's hot in art. Every
Mhm.
2 years they do.
Mm-hmm.
And there was one
I didn't get an invite.
piece that was just a bunch of baloney like attached to a wall, and the baloney was meant to represent the Jewish population of New York City.
What?
Yeah, it's so whack.
That's
Because its name is Oscar Mayer.
I guess.
That's fucking horrible.
But then there was one thing that was like the most horrible thing ever, which I didn't do, which was the VR art installation,
Uh-huh.
which was you put on a fucking VR headset and headphones,
Mm-hmm.
and you in first person just watch someone get the absolute shit beat out of them
What?
in the middle of the day on the streets.
Whoa.
While someone is saying Hanukkah prayers in the background. I don't know why there was so
okay.
much
That makes
Jewish
sense.
shit. But everyone was saying that like they didn't want to look at any other art after they saw it because it was just so fucked up.
So it's just a video of a guy getting the shit kicked out of him?
Yeah, but you can't do anything about it because you're in fucking VR.
That's actually
So-
kind of interesting art. I'll give them that.
It's
The baloney sucks dick, but that is kind of interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it was. Yeah, I guess the rest of the shit was like there's a lot of Black Lives Matter shit. Oh yeah, but then there's one thing that people are like saying that they want to burn and then they want to like set the whole Whitney on fire, which is like a woman that paints Emmett Till.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I saw that story.
Yeah, I saw it.
What happened?
A white woman painted a picture of Emmett Till.
That conversation is because first of all
In
that
an
whole
open
thing, that whole
casket?
thing.
In an open casket?
Yeah, after he was
she
murdered.
painted Emmett Till, and it's not a bad painting, but like then there was another black artist that said that it's not a white woman's place to capitalize off black suffering, and then there was a letter that the artist wrote that was published, and then that turned out to be a hoax. But like, it's just such weird timing with that thing, and that thing like right in the middle, and then the Pepsi thing on one end, and
Oh,
the
yeah.
Fearless Girl statue on the other, and like seeing who chooses to be mad at what.
Right,
Because there's all these overlapping contradictions with all those fucking things.
Well, she lost, like, in my opinion, from the beginning. Like,
Oh,
the
that's
blurb.
That's the getting head siren.
Yeah.
Getting head police are here to arrest me.
No, that's actually the 12s.
Yeah.
Um,
That's someone's grandma that's just had like a heart attack, and we're just like laughing about it. It's an actual ambulance passing by. Well, it's the getting the dick sucked siren. Some guy's crying in the back. He's like, "Mom, I love you."
Sorry, bitch.
Yeah.
There was
Well, whatever. You wouldn't let me make fun of Stevie Steverson.
You can make fun of her.
No. I mentioned it, and you said, "Come on," as if it was out of turn for me to make fun of the shooting
fun of
everyone's
him.
talking about.
Just, I don't know. It seems bad. It seems...
Why is it bad? The only thing that makes that, first of all, he shot one guy. You know how many people are shot in Cleveland like every day? On average,
I don't know.
350,
Not that many.
57
Yeah, that's
people.
not true.
yeah.
Cleveland has over 68,000 murders a
Yep.
year.
Yep.
Cleveland, aka Mega City 1. You know, that's a Dread reference.
I haven't seen
For all
it.
my comic book homies out there, if you read... Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, fucking, I love comics.
This
dude.
is a comic book podcast
Did you know
now.
Batman fucked Commissioner Gordon's daughter?
Did you know
in
that
the
Commissioner
comics?
Gordon
I'm serious.
fucked his own daughter, and that's where...
Batman fucked Commissioner Gordon's daughter.
Yeah, I remember that from the animated series. This is a comic book and wrestling podcast now, because you know what? There wasn't enough of them.
No,
And we thought who's going to be the balding, sure to be dead by 50 years old group of millennial men that would talk about wrestling as if it isn't bullshit for children.
Oh yeah, no, it's for adults now apparently.
Dude, I went to my friend. I was hanging with my friend. He was like, "I'm going to a barbecue this weekend. If you want to come." I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll go to a barbecue."
Yeah.
And then we're in the car on the way there, and he's like, "Yeah, so it's like a WrestleMania thing." I'm like, "Oh." No." And it was all like, it was weird because I haven't been around.
Was it comics?
No.
No.
And I don't know.
Were
what
you in LA?
The barbecue, yeah, the barbecue was great, but it was weird being around adult nerds
Yeah.
because they all have the same mannerisms.
Mm-hmm.
And they just stay like that from like age 13 for the rest of their lives.
Right. Yeah, unlike us alpha big dick fucking savages.
Yeah, I was like just standing there drinking like a seltzer or whatever, and this
Yeah.
guy's like walking past me, speaking to no one in particular.
Just nervously.
He's just speaking to somebody, and I forget. He's like quoting Fury Road. He's like, "To Valhalla, witness me, witness me."
No.
Like just saying it out loud, and he must have been like 40 years old.
Oh my god.
And it was
dude.
just like, I mean, I don't want to. Again, I feel bad making fun of these people because I like came into their home.
Yeah, they fed you.
Yeah, they
fucking
fed
showed
me
you
or
a nice
whatever.
time.
They're great hosts.
But just the mannerisms are so bizarre. Like at one point, my friend's telling a story about something, and the guy, like all of their reactions to things are like they learned from anime. You know?
Oh no!
Like this guy's reacting to something my friend said, and he just opens his mouth agape and puts his index finger up, and he's like, and then just smacks his forehead with his palm, like a cartoon character.
Fuck,
would.
that sucks.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh my god!
This is why people
horrible.
need to feel shame more.
No, I'm glad that they have like a community. I'm like, I don't want to shame them.
I think he's right. They should have a community.
Yeah.
They should be alone.
What they should
shouldn't
do
be able-
is do
like a
very serious
nice
vetting in
camp.
terms of who they allow at their barbecue.
Exactly.
The problem is that somebody invited me, and they should have known
yes.
that, like, you know, like when Nelson, they put the fucking nerd sweat on Drederick Tatum.
Yeah.
And then as a different kind of nerd, a Simpsons nerd who can't go 5 seconds without quoting something that happened on a cartoon from 25 years ago.
Well,
But a smart cartoon, okay?
Oh, yeah. Not some gay little kid shit like wrestling.
Yeah.
I actually am not allowed at barbecues like that because the women smell my alpha pheromones and their pussies get so wet that it ruins everybody's shoes.
Yeah, they just slide out of their
She's
chairs.
like, what something smells like yeast. Did they just open a Subway near here? What's that smell?
Is that burning tire?
Right. Is there a dumpster behind an Auntie
Is there a
Anne's?
guy with a big dick I want to fuck?
No, they don't say that.
Is there a guy who's titty? Fuck.
What? Finish? What do they say about the guy's titties?
I want. I was gonna say, is there a guy whose titties I want to suck? You know what? I'm open to it. If someone wants to suck my titties, and I get to suck your titties, I'd be down.
Have you had your titties sucked?
No, but I had a couple girls like playfully grab my tits, like to make fun of me.
Oh, for being
being
having
fat,
them.
which I actually kind of enjoy. If you're gonna fuck me,
That's a
you
good
can make
sense of
fun
humor.
of me.
Yeah, I
But,
like that.
if you're not fucking me, you can't make fun of how fat I am. That's why you guys get away with it, because you just sucked me off before the pod started.
That's when girls do that magnifying glass joke with me. I think it's really cute.
Where they take a magnifying glass and look for your dick.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to take
And
like
then they get an electron microscope.
take like a full body nude, and then you do it with the magnifying glass. Dick look bigger in the mirror. It's like clearly a magnifying glass.
I don't send dick pics. I do shadow puppetry with my dick and make it look.
That's cool.
Why the
very
fuck do they
long.
still make magnifying glasses? Do people read with those still?
Did they ever?
Yeah, it's for like if
that
you're
what
looking
they
at
were
an
for?
encyclopedia, you'd use a
Really?
fucking magnifying. Yeah, that's what they're for.
I thought they were for
That
like
and setting
burning
shit on
ants.
fire,
Yeah.
Burning stuff. Man, that was awesome. I just do that all
You
summer
doing
long.
that is the most like that's the most true to character shit.
I
of all
actually wouldn't
time.
burn bugs. I would burn leaves. I would like set fire to things.
With
I would burn
magnos?
down houses and magnifying glasses. Yeah.
I never did no mischief when I was a little kid, dude. I was scared.
Yeah, I used to get scared too.
I don't think I ever. I think one time I just like tried to do it, set an ant on fire, and I felt bad for the ant.
Yeah, I've always had a weird thing with bugs. Like I feel bad killing bugs and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a bugs kid?
No, I wasn't a bugs kid.
You
I just
remember
don't-
bug kids?
No, I don't.
No.
Kids that were like they're like, that's a praying mantis, be nice to it. They like pick it
I remember
up.
people saying that like praying mantises, it was illegal to kill them.
Yeah. What was who was doing the PR for praying mantis?
Yeah.
That guy was crushing it.
Yeah. No, I remember that. I remember there being one like
Because it's religious.
there was fuck.
Do you
What
know
was
that
I was
what
on like
they're-
a playground
you know they're praying
or something.
to Allah?
I was on like a playground or something, and I remember I distinctly remember a praying mantis like sitting on some mulch. And like I was like, let's kill it. And, somebody being like, you can't. It's illegal to kill those.
Yeah, and daddy long legs too. People used to say
they're poison. Not that it's illegal to kill them, but they're poisonous.
if you kill it,
No, that daddy long legs, if it bites you, it'll kill you.
but it can't bite people.
Its teeth
Yeah.
are too small.
Its teeth are too small, right?
Yeah.
Its teeth are the Adam's dick of teeth.
Yeah. You know, did you you know what? Stop. Was there a bunch of gypsy moths like where you grew up?
What's a gypsy moth?
So I didn't realize that until like right around when we were kids, they didn't
Yeah.
make it to the Mid-Atlantic.
Really?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
do like
they're-
3-card Monty. They,
Yeah.
yeah,
They're the other
shake your hands and
people
your
that
watch is
Hitler
gone.
killed.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You know, the OK genocide moth.
I
Yeah,
was
no one
fine
talks
with
about
the
them.
Wait, they were the Romany or something, right?
Yeah,
what they call the gypsies in World War II?
Aren't there also
They're
Roma.
Aren't there
Yeah.
also British gypsies that are just white trash?
Yeah,
Gypsy
from
just
Snatch,
there's
dude.
Irish. Yeah, there's Irish gypsies. Gypsy just means like a wanderer or whatever. But like the gypsies are Roma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are they from originally? They look kind of like Middle Easternish.
Romania,
No, they're not from Romania.
Transylvania.
No, they're like Indian, I think.
Some kind of Indian.
Gypsy?
That makes sense.
Yeah, gypsies. Yeah.
I thought they're like southeastern, they're like Balkan or something.
Nah, dude. No one from the Balkans looks like that.
Yeah. Romanians just look like fucking
They're just white
Serbs or
yeah,
whatever.
Slavic dog-looking motherfuckers.
What do gypsies look like?
They look dark, dude. They're like dark. They look like, you know that they look like remember that bitch from Afghanistan with the blue eyes on the National
Yes.
Geographic
The
cover?
Life
yeah.
magazine.
Yeah, they look like that.
You've never
Not
seen
Life.
gypsies? When
National
I went to
Geographic.
Greece, they were all over the fucking place.
Anyhow,
dude.
gypsy moths.
Yes.
There was the caterpillars they would infest oak trees, and then, like, it looked like a big spider web, like a spider web pouch.
fuck! I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Dude, that
And
sucked.
There'd be like a million of them in
That
there.
was scary as shit.
No, I used to like everyone would collect them. You
The
get like
fucking-
a
those-
bucket of like an old butter bucket, and you would like fill it with caterpillars.
Oh, not the caterpillars. The actual tree fucking creeped me out.
Oak trees creeped you out?
When they would have the fucking. Are you talking about? There was an insect that would like completely wrap a fucking cocoon around a whole ass tree. Did you ever see that?
No, the whole tree.
Yeah, it was fucking weird and spooky looking, dude.
No, but yeah, I mean, it might have been gypsy
Whoa.
moths. I didn't know they were like a huge pest that like was only in like Massachusetts or something, and now they're just spreading all over the like now they're all the
Oh,
way in
fuck.
Ohio, and they're just destroying.
I can't wait till we just die
Crops
because
and
of
shit.
something gay like that.
like they can just destroy an entire forest of oak trees.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah,
Fuck them, dude.
yeah.
It's time to fuck those fucking little caterpillars up.
But if you dry them out, crush them up, blaze
so
them a
butterfly
little bit.
Hitler was right, dude.
There's a diminutive fucking butterfly, fucking flapping his little dick wings around.
Butterfly Hitler is the new mascot for the show. Come, my baby. Come, my baby. You're a
You're a-
Hitler butterfly. Sugar baby.
Oh fuck.
Shifty shell shock. R.I.P.
from
You know the guy from
celebrity rehab.
LFO died of bone cancer?
What, the boy
The
band?
good ones always die young, man.
Yeah, the fucking
The main singer?
I like girls that wear Abercrombie and Fitch. Yeah, dude, leukemia.
I'd
Did you
love
get
it if
paid
you
off
sucked my
Abercrombie
dick.
and Fish for that shit?
Please pull my
yeah,
cock
no.
out and put it
He got
in your
paid by
ass for the
Chinese food.
summer. Put it in your ass for the summer.
No, he said it makes him sick.
I know, but that was in the 90s. That was
Oh, maybe
the
that's
goal of
that's
the
what
Chinese-
gave him
like
leukemia.
sick.
Yeah.
Maybe the Chinese food gave him the
Yeah,
leukemia.
yeah. He just thought it was Chinese food the whole time, just dying of bone cancer.
I don't know, man. We feel fine after this Chinese food.
I'm sick again from the Chinese food. I gotta lay down. It's like, man, it's 11:30 in the morning. Why are you so lethargic? It's like, I knew we shouldn't have had that breakfast Chinese food. Yeah,
All these
dude.
damn
No,
egg rolls.
it's funny. Like I was reading about him dying, and they were like. They're like, yeah, towards the end, the other band members would have to like carry him out onto the stage, and it's like, who
What was he
wants to
doing
see
performing?
LFO that bad?
But dude, that's the thing you don't even realize is that like you could just go all over the world and just perform. Music is so much easier than fucking comedy, dude.
Yeah.
It's like people want to see music. Like you guys remember Justin Guarini?
Yeah.
That guy like sells
From
out
Justin
in
to
Brazil.
Kelly.
Does
Dude,
he?
that guy does huge shit.
We should watch From Justin to Kelly.
I would love to.
It's one of the worst films ever made.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's one of the best movies.
You know what actually is the worst film ever made? The Adam Friedland movie. Starring
What?
you.
oh,
That's bullshit.
got him,
Yeah,
bitch.
it's about
That
your
is
life.
bullshit, dude. It is a harrowing tale of someone struggling to overcome adversity.
Being gay.
Of his dad telling him he's disappointed.
It's like that movie Precious, but it's about a man that weighs 95 pounds.
Yeah, well, that is just as big of a handicap as a 300-pound woman.
You know, in a lot of ways, like gusts of wind are my races. sudden breeze.
Women manhandling me against my will. Are you afraid of getting sexually assaulted, Adam?
No, I fuck, dude. I fuck them.
If someone tries to rape you, you flip it around on them.
No, I'm raping you.
I remember I trolled this kid Samin in college, and I told him he could never rape. If it was me versus him in a rape off, I would beat him, and it made him very mad.
So he raped you?
No, I never raped him, but he was like, "No way, dude, I would rape you." But he's false. I would rape. Like, I think we've talked about this. I would definitely rape both of you.
You would?
Probably not, dude.
I would for sure.
Not me.
You lack the.
I have the big
You
heart.
lack the cardiovascular strength to.
You motherfuckers don't do cardio.
I do
Yes,
plenty
I do.
of cardio.
Nah, maybe Adam, but he's weak. But you would get gassed quick too,
No,
for sure.
no, I could.
You're
I
not
would
in good shape,
definitely-
dude.
I'm in much better shape than you.
Yeah,
How
but I'm
dare
sh-
you ever say that I'm not in good shape? It would take me like a month and a half in the gym to be back into.
Dog, you're fucking
Not
fat.
No, not no question. Would I
Look at your
instantly?
Nah,
I
Get
think
outta
you
here.
guys are both obese, and I'm a pretty normal. weight. Yeah.
you're skinny.
I'm tall. I'm the tallest.
You're not
homeboy.
that tall.
I am
Not that tall.
technically the tallest.
You're somehow normal height but short.
Yeah.
What do you mean short?
You're like a diminutive guy.
I'm not diminutive.
You're both fucking fat, dude.
We're fat,
Nick's fat and you're gay.
dude. We gotta tell Stav he's fat one of these days.
What?
Yeah, we have to have an intervention.
What the fuck?
Stav, you're
Yeah.
fat as shit.
We bring him into a room, but to somehow like make the door tinier, and then we're like, we brought you in here because we know you can't get out, and you have to diet until you can fit through the door.
There's that great fucking Adrian Rodney joke where he's like, I don't understand Overeaters Anonymous. It's like, really? Is it really anonymous? It's like, yeah. Everyone knows you're fucking fat, Cheryl.
Is there an Overeaters Anonymous?
Yeah, it exists.
Oh, okay.
Shouts out Adrian Rodney.
I feel like that joke works with like any one of the anonymous organizations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like, you're
Specifically Alcoholics Anonymous, because it's like, hi, my name's blah 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 and I'm an alcoholic. That's how they open the meeting. So
fat. Yeah, but you're walking into a fucking
You don't say your last
church.
name though.
it doesn't matter.
40
That's
fat
the-
people
What somebody
walking
looks
into
like,
a
you know, their
church.
first name.
Yeah.
I guarantee you I could dox everybody in Alcoholics Anonymous.
Do it, dude.
I'm
Why
going to
not?
go to a meeting and just do it to prove.
Make them drink again.
Yeah.
You've never done any kind of like program to get you to stop drinking, right?
No, I
No,
mean,
Nick did anonymous, just the regular anonymous.
he
He got one of the
I
masks.
bought a bunch of Guy Fawkes
Yeah.
masks. Every time you're gonna drink, you put on a Guy Fawkes mask.
Yeah, that'd be cool if they got more anonymous type shit going on with that.
I did go to Narcotics Anonymous when I was a teenager.
You did.
Yeah, it was
Who
just
made
my,
you go?
My dad's wife. She was like, if you want to like stay in our apartment, you have to.
She caught
What
you
a
smoking
fucking
weed.
bitch.
No, not even. I was
Pounding-
like doing a bunch of cough medicine.
Oh, that was your
Was
cough
that,
medicine.
was that when you were
No,
dabbling
just
in
like
heroin?
that period. I mean, you do whatever, but
Wait, didn't
I
you say
happened
you
to
took
get-
acid at school one time
at
accidentally?
community college, not
Yeah.
accidentally. I took it on purpose.
But you just didn't know how strong it
What
would be.
is the
no,
accident?
I bought the tab, and then I only spent like it could have been more than $20 on it. You know?
Oh no, it's $10.
Yeah,
for a
something like
tab.
that. It was
it's
like
the
$10,
cheapest best
$15,
drug
yeah.
ever.
And then like the guy I bought it from, I was like friends with, but not like super tight with. And this other guy I know was like, oh, you should take that now to make sure it's not bullshit or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, that's a good point. I don't want to get ripped off for $15. So I just dropped it there. And then it took a while to do anything. But then, yeah, I
It
did.
takes like 40 minutes an hour.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it took longer than that. It took like
Really?
an hour and a half, 2 hours. But I have that with like mushrooms too. The first time I did mushrooms, I ate like an eighth, you know, like a full eighth,
Mhm.
and not my pupils just dilated, and then nothing happened.
Oh shit!
And it was like the same mushrooms that other people were taking,
Wow.
and it just didn't do anything.
Maybe
and
you
then,
didn't have enough caps in there.
Is that where the good shit is in the cap?
In the caps.
Yeah.
Not the stems.
Not the stems.
But there's been other times where I've taken mushrooms and like everybody else is like peaking, and it takes me an additional like hour and a half before like I start
Really?
tripping. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, just shitty digestion or something.
Something like that,
Yeah.
probably.
All the jizz in your stomach is slowing it down.
Are you back on Twitter, or is that
No.
the alt?
The
Yeah.
alt-right account.
Yeah.
Nick also
Yeah.
runs every alt-right account.
I do. I'm Mike Cernovich on Twitter.
They just kicked off our boy Piss Pig today.
No, why?
I don't know. Twitter kicked him off.
You're gonna be a fun parody as Mike Cernovice, and he's like
He only
a
eats ceviche.
seafood chef.
That would be so good. We
That'd
should
be
do
good.
that.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
would annoy him so much.
This is the dumbest. It's me,
Just
Mike
start-
Cernovice.
Talk with that dumbass lisp.
Yeah. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's oysters that have started to go bad. You got all these SJWs.
That's strong.
Thanks, bro.
These SJWs want to take away our ability to eat shrimp for brunch. if you're out there and you're a fucking bitch, who doesn't want us having delicious ceviche.
Mike Cernovice. Yo, this is the best character we've ever done.
Wow, this is really top shelf.
Yeah, we should do like fucking. We should fucking.
Well, we are.
Do a sketch.
We promised the people, but guys,
Don't
the
talk
video
about it.
content coming.
Don't talk about it.
Why are you talking?
Because
that
it's gonna
could
be
be
6
one.
more weeks and we're not gonna have done shit.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, it's not gonna
But
happen
when
for
Nick
6
gets
weeks.
back-
But when Nick gets, all right, I shouldn't have said anything. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you shouldn't have said anything. You're right.
Fucking idiot.
I shouldn't have said.
Now, once again, we have another promise to break. I can't wait to be a father, dude. Just fucking,
You'll never be a father,
promising
right?
my leukemia riddled son.
You wouldn't do
I'll
that.
take him to Disney World, and I have the money, but I can't do it. And I'm like, son, I know this is your fault or my fault because I made fun of LFO.
Oh, if any of that karma stuff.
What would be funny if
Imagine what our
LFO,
kids would be like.
LFO stood for Leukemia is Funny Organization. That's the name of the band. And he's like, this is hilarious. We're never going to get leukemia. And he got in karma,
Oh, fuck. You'll never be a father, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
I'll probably kill myself in the next 10 years.
10 years, you think?
Yeah.
No, you'll
No,
be
you'll
alright.
give it more time than that.
Yeah?
Yeah, kill yourself in 20.
Yeah.
Let's see how far we can take this podcast.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to kill myself when the podcast is on the way out because then it looks like
You're a
did it
loser.
because of the podcast.
Well, that's already on the way out, so
Oh yeah,
it's
that's
too
true.
late.
No, here's
Yeah.
what we do. Once it starts getting on the way out, we'll try.
It's on
and-
the way. It's on the way out because we can't just keep a regular schedule.
Yeah.
Well, we can
And one of us will
in a
kill
month or two.
Soon
themselves.
enough. Once this writer's strike happens and I'm out of work,
That'd be great.
I'm gonna go right back to
Sitting in the
only
living
having to
room
see
with
each
your
other
boys.
once every 3 or 4 days. I go back to gaming. I got so much gaming I have to get done.
Fuck, dude.
You know what? When we got back to LA, it was really weird that it felt like we hadn't seen each other for a long time.
I know.
We've
It
seen each other twice a week for 9 months. It's like,
feels good. That breakfast we had yesterday was pretty good.
Yeah.
yeah, man.
But this last, I feel like then I didn't see you again for 3 weeks, and I felt like that went by in like a
That
second.
was
That
real
went by
quick.
quick.
Yeah, I don't know
Because
why.
we were coming off that honeymoon. Well, actually, it was just kind of weird. I don't know. 3 weeks is much shorter than fucking.
4 weeks.
Yeah. Was that the difference, really?
It was 3.5 weeks versus 3 weeks. Yeah.
Bizarre.
I've only been gone 7 weeks total.
Oh, wow. You're right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That did fly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
it's way quicker.
I guess we should have one more riff before we end this one to tease any of the listeners that haven't subscribed to the premium episodes.
Oh, yeah. By the way.
Which are all scripted, by the way. So there's a million more
Yeah, they're
jokes.
way better.
Yeah, they're-
That's what's funny? Somebody asked me, what do we get if we get premium? I don't think we've ever explicitly said that we do 2 episodes a week. One is free and one is premium.
I'm
So
almost positive I've said that.
We've said that multiple times. Yeah.
are
I
my
don't think
friends
that's
just stupid?
I don't think that's what's holding us
Are my
back.
friends just
Yeah.
stupid?
Or they're just stealing
Maybe.
episodes.
But you do have to go to patreon.com/Cumtown. They've taken us out of the search results.
You can't. Yeah. Well, no, you can't. You can't look on their Patreon search bar, but you can just Google it.
Isn't a lot of Patreon guys like guys who beat off to hentai or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you can find those guys
And
pretty
cam
easy.
girls, but
Yeah.
you can't find Cumtown.
Well, it's like
Yeah.
it's like porn video games. There's a lot of those.
Cool.
Yeah.
Shout out to cam girls.
Shouts out to Japanese people that fuck computers.
Oh yeah.
They're developing a computer that you can fuck while watching hentai videos. You can find all that in the search bar, but not a podcast.
Because it has cum in the title.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really scary word.
So last minute riff. We're gonna talk about shit. Let's see what's on the TV guide here.
I got
Come on, hold on. We got some Frasier.
Sons of Katie Elder, 1965. What's that? Like Sons of Anarchy, but it's some bitch named Katie
Some
Elder.
old bitch.
Yeah.
What
Some old bitch.
The Dick Cavett show. Did anyone ever like the C from Cavett, like include that in Dick, so it's like Dick have it, Dick Avett.
Yeah,
You know.
or Dick Suck It.
Did
Dick
people say
Suck
that?
It.
That's the first.
Yeah,
that's the first sketch for the show. Is a talk show
The Dick
called
Suck It
called
show.
the
a late night show called the Dick Suck It show.
Yeah.
And it's
Guys,
just like
you know what I was thinking about?
intellectuals from the 60s.
Yeah. Mark Zuckerberg. How about Cock Zuckerberg?
Oh.
And he's
Yeah.
got a website called instead of Facebook, it's Dick Cock.
I love that one,
Yeah.
dude. I had a good one. I had
Wow,
a good
that's
tweet.
like it's like a pun, dude.
Yeah.
Despicable Me, suck dickable me.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Okay.
I don't even know what that is. What is that about?
It's just like an evil guy.
Is that what
Acceptable
that's
Minion.
what everyone? That's the Minions, right?
Yeah.
Yes. it's the
But
Minions.
there's also a Minions movie,
yeah,
which is
Yeah.
like a
Well, that's a
spin-off?
spinoff
suck dickable me.
of Despicable Me.
But the Minions are also in Despicable
Yes,
Me.
bitch. You
Yeah.
know what a spinoff is?
Come on,
I
man. You
know.
fucking
He's a
get
fucking
this.
character. You don't
Stop.
You don't understand.
Stop feigning ignorance.
What do you mean? I'm not feigning ignorance.
You know exactly what a spinoff is.
Oh,
I
but
don't know.
Guess who knows about fucking gay civil rights guys? Fucking Adam.
Yeah.
But you don't know about the fucking Minions? Shut up.
Listen, when you read Jacobin magazines,
Yeah.
like
I do.
Stop looking at posters
About
Amber
antiques.
put up.
We got Antiques
Amber's not
Roadshow.
on Twitter.
Antiques
I have to
Roadshow.
act like I'm
How
smart.
about Antiques Chode Show? It's a bunch of old guys that show their dicks to
I
kids.
like that.
Yeah. How much do you think this costs, Billy?
They're chode dicks.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. That's
What
good.
about Ant?
Like
Freaks
Ant-
Show show. She's
Yeah.
It's a trans woman.
The Aunt Kumia's Chode Show.
Anthony Camille. Tengo Tiliento Mucho. We're just making fun of things we see in this TV. guy?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to have a last minute bit here. We should
We're-
start.
Wait, look. The Monday Night Show with Adam Freeman.
Yeah, that's not.
so what?
That's a similar name to mine.
Well, sorry that
So
that
maybe
guy's,
that guy's
more
gay,
successful
too.
than you.
Who
yeah.
is that guy? He's
That's-
not gay. I'm
That's
not
the
gay.
guy you're trying to copy.
I have
Like-
sex with women.
Jang Bo Ri
That's
is
not what I heard.
here.
What do you mean? What did you hear?
I hear you don't have sex.
First of all, I do have sex. I've had it.
Nope.
I have had it.
You know they call the 700 Club the 700 Club because Pat Robertson fucked 700 women. That's how you get in the club. They don't explain that, but he's had sex with like 732 women.
They're all his
Wow.
wives, though.
Yeah,
That's the way the Lord wants it to be.
yeah. All right. Well,
That was good.
all right. Okay. Remember to please sign up for.
Please pay us.
Fuck. I'm gonna start drinking again.
Oh, actually, shouldn't we plug the fucking show?
Yeah, on Monday we have a great show. We have Funny Moms at Come On Everybody.
It's a really good lineup.
Joe Firestone, Connor O'Malley, and someone else, two other people probably, and then